By the end of this video, you're going to understand why everything being built in AI right now has an expiration date and what the 12-month window to get ahead actually looks like. Right now, there is more great AI content on YouTube than there has ever been. Creators like Alex Finn, Matthew Berman, This Week in Startups, Nate B. Jones at AI New Strategy. These people are doing incredible work. They're showing you what AI agents can actually do today. Real setups, real workflows, real results. And if you're watching them, you should be. They're raising the bar for what people expect from AI. But here's what I want to do today. I want to take everything the best minds in this space are building and talking about, and ask one question that almost nobody is asking. Where does all of that intelligence go? I'm Jason Baxter. Let's go. Up first, the rental model. 2 weeks ago, Perplexity launched something called the personal computer, a $200 per month AI assistant running on a dedicated Mac Mini. They called it, and I'm quoting their CEO, a digital proxy that never sleeps. Sounds incredible, right? Your own AI, running 24/7, handling emails, building presentations, controlling your apps. But here's what nobody asked. Where does the intelligence go? Every task that AI completes, every email it reads, every pattern it recognizes about how you work, all of that flows through a context window. The AI uses it, responds, and then what? Session ends, knowledge evaporates. Tomorrow it starts from zero. You're paying $200 a month to rent intelligence that never compounds. It's like hiring a brilliant employee who gets full amnesia every night. And it's not just Perplexity. It's OpenClaw. It's Claude Code. It's every AI agent tool on the market right now. They all share the same fundamental architecture, a context window that fills up and dumps. Here's your first aha moment. You're not building intelligence. You're renting it by the hour. And the company you're renting it from is the only one whose data actually compounds. And now, the question nobody is asking. Think about what happens when you use an AI agent for 6 months. Every day, it reads your emails, manages your calendar, runs workflows, talks to your team. Thousands of interactions, thousands of patterns, thousands of insights about your business, your customers, your operations. Now ask, where did all of that go? In every major agent framework right now, OpenClaw, Claude, Cursor, Windsurf, the answer is the same. A context window that resets, a markdown file, maybe some daily logs. It's like running a company where every employee takes incredible notes all day. And then the janitor comes in at midnight and shreds everything except one page. The individual sessions are impressive. The workflows are real. The productivity gains are genuine. Nobody is questioning that. But here's what I can't stop thinking about. We're in this incredible moment where AI can process more information than ever, connect more dots than ever, recognize more patterns than ever, and architecturally, none of it persists. All of that intelligence, all of that understanding, it's just flowing through. Here's your second aha moment. We're building on an architecture designed for conversations, not for compounding. And the difference between those two things is the difference between a tool and a competitive advantage. And now let's look at the security problem nobody wants to talk about. Here's where it gets uncomfortable. A few weeks ago, a team of over 30 researchers from Harvard, MIT, Stanford, and Carnegie Mellon published a study called Agents of Chaos. They gave AI agents email access, shell commands, Discord, persistent memory, and spent 2 weeks trying to break them. They broke them in hours. One agent was asked to keep a password confidential. It agreed. Then it mentioned the secret on a public Discord channel. When told to delete the email containing the password, the agent didn't have the right tools, so it nuked the entire email client and called it fixed. Separately, a security firm turned an AI agent loose on McKinsey's internal AI platform, used by 43,000 employees for strategy work and client research. No credentials, no insider knowledge. Within 2 hours, full read and write access to the production database. This isn't theoretical. This is happening right now. And every time you pipe your business data through a context window that connects to external APIs without proper supervision, you're exposed. Here's your third aha moment. The same architecture that makes AI agents powerful, broad access, tool use, autonomy, is the same architecture that makes them dangerous. Without an independent supervisor and granular permissions, you're not building automation, you're building a liability. On to the next, data sovereignty is the real game. Let's zoom out. Right now, there's a war happening that most people don't see. It's not about which model is best, GPT versus Claude versus Gemini. That race is already a commodity. Every model is getting better and cheaper every quarter. The real war is about data. Specifically, who owns the intelligence that gets built when AI processes your information? When your AI agent reads your emails, that data flows through Anthropic's or OpenAI servers. When Perplexity's personal computer handles your documents, that context touches their infrastructure. When you use any cloud-based AI agent, your most valuable asset, your institutional knowledge, is being processed on someone else's hardware. Google just released Gemini Embedding 2, a unified model that puts text, images, video, and audio into one vector space. That's not just a technical achievement. That's Google building the most comprehensive understanding of the world's information ever created, with your data helping train it. Nvidia is betting $26 billion on open-weight AI models. Why? Because they understand that the future isn't one model to rule them all. It's millions of private models, each trained on proprietary data, running on dedicated hardware. Here's your fourth aha moment. Every interaction you have with a cloud AI agent is a data donation. You're feeding someone else's model. The company that builds its own context engine, keeps its own data, and trains its own model, that company owns its future. And next, probably the most important thing in AI, the context engine changes everything. So what's the alternative? Imagine a system where every email your AI reads, every document it processes, every conversation it has, doesn't just flow through a context window and disappear. Instead, it gets normalized, embedded with vectors, and permanently connected to everything else the system has ever learned. Not a markdown file, not daily logs, a structured, searchable, compounding knowledge layer. When your sales team closes a deal in March and your AI is planning Q3 strategy in September, it doesn't need someone to re-explain the deal. It already knows. It remembers the client's preferences, the negotiation patterns, the pricing sensitivity. Not because it reread a journal, because the intelligence is structured, indexed, and permanent. That's a context engine, and it's what separates a tool from an operating system. The context engine isn't just about retrieval, it's about compounding. Every piece of data makes every other piece of data more valuable. Your email threads connect to your calendar events, connect to your CRM records, connect to your strategic decisions. The system builds a web of understanding that gets smarter every single day. Here's your fifth aha moment. The context engine is what turns rented intelligence into owned intelligence. It's the foundation that makes private models possible. Without it, you're just processing data. With it, you're building institutional knowledge that nobody can replicate. And last but not least, the 12-month window. Now here's why this matters right now. Not next year, not someday, right now. We are in a 12-month window, and I mean that precisely. Open-weight models are reaching frontier quality. Nvidia's investment proves it. Meta struggles with their own models. They just delayed Avocado because it couldn't match Gemini 3. Prove that even trillion-dollar companies can't win the commodity model race. The model layer is being commoditized in real time. Within 12 months, you'll be able to run a model as capable as GPT or Claude on your own infrastructure. The model won't be your advantage. It never was. The advantage will be what you fed that model. The 6 months of compounded institutional data, the structured context, the patterns and connections and insights that were built automatically every single day because you had a system that captured and connected everything. The companies that start building their context engine today, that start compounding their data now, will have a 12-month head start that nobody can shortcut. You can copy a tech stack. You can hire the same people, but you cannot replicate 6 months of compounded institutional intelligence. Here's your final aha moment. Everyone is focused on what AI can do today. The real question is what your AI will know about your business 12 months from now. The window to start compounding is open right now, and it's closing faster than anyone realizes. If you watch the first 3 episodes, you know the architecture. If you're new here, go watch episode 1. It'll change how you think about everything you're building. The final episode in this series, I'll show you exactly how private models get trained on compounded data and why that's the ultimate moat. Subscribe, hit the bell. I'll see you in the next one.